Excuse me? Yes, granted, y'all pay me. However, I don't work for y'all. My name is on that truck. I can take this back to y'all facility and be done with y'all. Y'all are not the only load board. Y'all are not the only source of income. I don't work for y'all. I'm an independent contractor. I'm self-employed. You can't fire me, period. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, y'all, but all I do is Amazon loads right now, and those just get repetitive, so it's like no new content. But once I get onto the DAT load board and other load boards, and I start doing them big money trips that y'all be doing. Speaking of big money, Big Vic, thank you for your subscription, bro. I watch your videos. You know, we had a call before. Appreciate you. You're doing great things, so thank you, man. But yeah, y'all, so we gonna get into this video today. My last trip from Amazon last night was a video. It was a trip from the devil himself. So last night, this morning, I did my Amazon load. And this is how it started. So I get to the Amazon facility 30 minutes early because I like to be early before, you know, my I want to say shift because it sounds like I'm working a job. But I like to be there early because of I just like to be there early. And so I get there 30 minutes early. And this right here is the line to get in. So my time to get there was 4:20. I was there at 3:50. So I waited in the line for 30 minutes and I finally parked my truck at like 4:20 on the dot. So at this point, I'm kind of rushing a little bit, you know, I'm rushing a little bit. So I finally get everything loaded onto my truck. And then I also need gas. I don't know if y'all can see the video or not, but my gas is on E. So I'm like, okay, at first I was like, I'm gonna wait to go to, because I have 3 stops today. I'm going to, well, Amazon was the first stop, and then I have 2 other ones, one in Marietta and then one back in East Point. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can wait to go to Marietta. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna wait till I go to Marietta. So I leave the Amazon facility about maybe 10 minutes early. I'll go right up the street to the racetrack. And as I'm on my way there, I passed by a box truck and he's blowing me. I'm like, bro, I just passed you. Like, what are you blowing me for? And then he blows me again. And I'm like, what's the issue? Like, what is going on? Are you mad because I went around you? Like, that's what I'm thinking, but anyways. So then I pump one side of my gas tank because I have a dual fuel pump. So I do the first side and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna put 20 in here. I end up putting 50 in there just to get me. So I put 50 in there and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna do the other side. But I was like, you know, let me just do the other side to balance it out. So then when I move my truck around to another place, to another gas tank, I put $50 in there too. I get around to the second gas pump and then this guy in another box truck, he's like, hey bro, you know your back is open? I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, heck yeah, man, your back is open. So I look, the roll door is wide open. And I'm just like, God was looking out for me. Cause one, not only was he looking out for me twice, 3 times. One, the guy was blowing the horn. Second, I didn't wait till I got to Marietta to get the gas. Cause had I waited till Marietta to get the gas, my freight probably would have fell on the highway. Third of all, had I not went to the second side to do my dual fuel pump, I would have known that I would have drove right off. But because I went around to get my second fuel pump, that's when the guy said, hey, your back is open. So that's that. So now I'm going to Marietta and I get to the post office about 7 minutes early. And then this lady, it's an individual item, and this lady, she's like, oh, I can't accept these 2 items because it's over 70 pounds and Amazon knows that. We don't have anybody to lift this, that, and I'm just like, you can't do what? She's like, yeah, so you're gonna have to return it to the facility. I'm just like, so I gotta go back all the way to Amazon to return this because you're not gonna accept it. She could have accepted it, but anyways. So I call Amazon ROC. And then they're like, okay, well, I told them, first of all, to add a delay because I'm gonna be late to my next stop. And then second of all, I need to be compensated for returning my stuff back to Amazon. So when whoever was on the phone with me, whenever they did that, on the Relay app, it like completely shut the trip off. So I wasn't seeing that trip whatsoever. It was in history and nothing. But when I go on to, it wasn't there whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna head to this next post office because I know where it's at. I did this route already the day before. But then while I'm on my way to that post office, I'm like, no, because y'all are not gonna know, one, when I deliver it, because the Relay app automatically tracks, where you're at. But since that trip was not on there anymore, it wasn't gonna be able to show where I was at. I wasn't gonna be able to show that I dropped those packages off. So I said, you know what? I'm going back to the Amazon facility. So I requested a callback actually, again from ROC while I was on my way to the post office, but they were taking too long. So I said, all right, I'm gonna go back to the Amazon facility. So I get to the Amazon facility, I drop off the 2 individual packages that were over 70 pounds. And I told them everything that was happening, and then ROC, they call me back. But while I'm at the Amazon facility, thank God I didn't go to the other post office because a pallet fell over. So y'all, this is like a nightmare trip. A pallet fell over. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning at this time. I've never ran Amazon this late for me. So I'm just like, bro, I'm so annoyed. The pallet fell over, so this guy is helping me take it off the truck. He's like, I'm gonna have somebody rewrap it for you. And then I'm on the phone with ROC, and I'm telling them all that's happening, this, that, and the third, and how it's not on my Relay app anymore. And y'all, a complete and total freaking nightmare. When I say it was a nightmare, y'all, so we're taking the pallet off, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna have somebody rewrap it. And I'm waiting, y'all, and I'm just like, all right, forget this. I'm just gonna take these other 3 things that are on my truck to the post office. But then I'm talking to somebody from Amazon there, and then I'm telling them what's going on, and it's just like one big whole mess. And then I talked to another representative from the ROC, and I'm telling him, hey, I can't do this on the Relay app. I'm seeing it on my browser as the admin, but I'm not seeing it as a driver. He's like, you have to assign a driver. I'm like, it's not showing that I can assign a driver. It's saying in transit, but on my Relay app, I cannot freaking see this thing at all. So y'all not gonna know. He's like, okay, just go to the post office and then call us when you're done so we can close out the trip. And at this point, y'all, I am pissed. I am freaking pissed. I'm just pissed. I'm not even tired. I'm just pissed. Like, I'm ready to go home. Like, I should not be going through this. And not only freaking that, I see on not on my Relay app, but on the admin dashboard, I see that they did add the Ford stop, which was returning my stuff back to the Amazon facility. But what they had done, I'm thinking they're gonna give me extra $100, $200. No, what they had done was I was already getting like $4 and something a mile for this trip. What they did was they reduced my rate per mile from $4 and something to $3.11 per mile. So y'all are trying to play with me. Y'all gave me $6 extra to return this crap to the Amazon facility. So I am pissed. And then I'm on the phone with ROC, I'm telling him what's going on. And he's like, oh, you shouldn't have gone to the Amazon facility first. You should have went to the post. I should have done what? I should have done what? I should have done. Excuse me? Yes, granted, y'all pay me. However, I don't work for y'all. My name is on that truck. I can take this back to y'all facility and be done with y'all. Y'all are not the only load board. Y'all are not the only source of income. I don't work for y'all. I'm an independent contractor. I'm self-employed. You can't fire me, period. I shouldn't have done anything. Y'all are gonna try to play with my money. Y'all made over $650 billion last year, if I'm not mistaken, and y'all are telling me to return this 16 miles back to y'all facility. Y'all was only gonna pay me an extra $6. Don't play with me, bro. And this is why I feel like I'm about to be so done with Amazon, because y'all cannot sit here and try to play with me like that. I don't appreciate that. So anyways, y'all, so fast forward, I'm talking to the lady at Amazon, and she's like, you know what? Just leave the stuff on the floor. Just leave it here. So I took a picture of it. I just left it there, and I called it a day, and I went and parked back my truck, because y'all are not gonna sit here and play with me. So I ended up not going to that post office whatsoever. I called them and I said, hey, everything's been delivered. And then they adjusted the times and all this other stuff. But y'all, when I say a trip from it was a nightmare. It was literally a nightmare. I should have known. Once that line was so long to get in that it was just gonna go downhill from there. Because y'all, when I say my original price for this trip was $234. And when I saw that thing say $240 for returning the freight, no, because I posted my truck, y'all could not give me anything less than $4 a mile. So now I'm gonna dispute this because y'all not gonna give me, I didn't even go to that stop anyways. But for my time, y'all are gonna freaking pay me. But y'all, this was just a nightmare trip. So from the taking forever to get in, from the door being freaking open, that was God just, I don't know. But, and then I had to get gas and then return the freight and then per mile and a pallet falling over. Amazon really don't. But anyways, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in to my little rant. So just never have, don't rely on Amazon, y'all. Amazon does not even pay you enough to rely on it. Like there's so many other load boards and you know, you get dispatchers and over the road is really where the money is at. But y'all, Amazon, they really like paying $2 and something a mile. Before, and that's, I get that some people have to do that in order to, you know, sometimes you have to do what you have to do to keep your business running. But at the end of the day, if you do continue to accept these low prices for freight, then they're gonna keep paying you because people are gonna, you know, that's the standard that you're setting. I'm gonna take this thing for, unless I don't know, but I'm not doing anything for $2 and something a mile unless I have to. And if you have to, that's great, but I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing that. $2 and something a mile, I need to be getting that after, you know. So they have to set theirs at $4 in order for me to at least get $2 after all the expenses and everything. That needs to be my profit, not me taking $2 a mile and then after I'm done with it, it's like $1.10. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, y'all, I'm off for the weekend, so y'all enjoy y'all Labor Day weekend. I'm about to, y'all, you can tell. That was just a trip from hell. Adios. See y'all later.